Thanks for watching my video, and thank you so much to everyone who submitted a question. Appreciate that. So yeah, in this video I'll be going through your questions one by one and answering them. So the first question, do you know the books Percy Jackson and the Gods of Olympus? Have you ever gone on a trip to Italy? What's your favourite sport? And which one has been your favourite series on the channel so far? So with the books, I can't say I've heard of them, so no, I don't know them, sorry. I have been to Italy. Last year I went to Rome for my honeymoon. It was lovely, it was wonderful. I would highly recommend it. It's definitely a good place to go and see the sights. I'll definitely be going back because I really want to go and see Venice and Milan. Very busy, but I would just say if you go so we went in September, which is kind of like prime holiday time, right? In Europe, it's when the sun's out. So I would just say if you're going somewhere like Italy, then like plan it around time of year if you're like me, because I hate being in crowds. I would rather go somewhere at like the wrong time just so it's a bit more peaceful. But yes, Italy is beautiful. Rome is beautiful. My favourite sport? Quite like a lot of sports. I quite like watching. Well, I mean, I don't really watch sports on TV, but I like live sports. I quite like going to watch football, or soccer as the Americans call it. We also watch hockey, so yeah, UFC as well is quite fun. That I watch on TV. And in terms of my favourite sport to actually do, I would say swimming. My favourite sport. Which one has been your favourite series on the channel so far? So I'm guessing you mean my favourite series that I've done on my channel, which is quite difficult to answer because it depends on my mood. I really enjoy making the mods videos. Mods videos are always fun because for me it feels like it's a new game because you're playing with new things that you wouldn't usually play with, you know. But I do enjoy doing Let's Plays as well. The only thing with Let's Plays, which can be a bit more challenging, like enjoyable, but challenging, is that you always have to think of the next step, or I do anyway. Like, a lot more thought goes into Let's Plays than exploring mods. You know, if I'm doing a mods video, then obviously everything is just like as it happens and, you know, at whim. But with Let's Plays, I generally have a not a storyline, but like I'll like record an episode with like an idea of the things that I want to happen, so they're a little bit more planned, which is, you know, is all right, but it just kind of means that you always have to plan and think about what interesting things you can do, because sometimes, even though The Sims is a sandbox game, it can be a little bit repetitive, and I try not to do something like that. And Drunk Sundays are always a pleasure to record. I don't want to see they're my favourite because, you know, I have a Sims channel, and that's the only series that isn't The Sims. But they're just a bit more fun to record because I don't really even think about what I'm saying, you know, I just kind of go with it. And most of the games I play I'm shit at, but it's fine because that's not really the point of it. The whole point is just to, you know, be silly. So they're always fun. Just want to ask if you'd be my girlfriend, and how old are you? So I did this thing, it's a marriage. I did that last year, but yeah, definitely. I'll give you a call when I've finished with that. And I'm currently at the young age of 28. Where in England are you from? And if you do meet and greets, promise you'll eventually come to Kitchener. So I'm from Reading, which is in the south of England, like half an hour from London. And if I find myself in Kitchener, I will be in touch. Don't you worry, Michelle. What's your favourite Sims mod? How long have you been playing, and do you have any pets? That's difficult, because all the mods have got different things that make them good, you know? It sounds silly, but it depends on the context. Like, if I'm playing by myself, like no recording, nothing, then I prefer the cluster mods videos. I have that are just like small videos that enhance realistic gameplay, things like passionate romance or slice of life, like, you know, the nice family ones. But if we're talking about like mods I like when it comes to making videos, I'd say extreme violence, definitely, just cracks me up. Possibilities are endless with that one. I bet most of you thought I was going to say Wicked Whims, didn't you? Yeah. I've been playing The Sims 4 since December last year, but I've been playing The Sims since The Sims 2, and I do have a pet. I've got a little white dog, but she does live at home in England with my parents. We FaceTime. How do you like living in the US so far, and how did you and your husband meet? I love living in the US. There's pros and cons to both, because the UK and the US is so different. The weather definitely is a plus. We don't have rain every day, and you know, I still feel like I'm on holiday, to be honest, because especially now it's getting warmer. It's like we just spend our evenings by the pool with a barbecue or something, and it really does, it feels like I'm on holiday. But yeah, it's good. And my husband and I met online about 5 years ago, something like that. Do you have any plans for making YouTube your career? I don't think it's really in my hands. I would love for YouTube to be my career, but the reality is I've got no idea where this channel is going to go, so as long as people want to see my videos, I'll keep making them. What brought you to the US, and have you thought about recording videos with your face in them in the future, or are you a shy girl? We've wanted to move here for a while, so when the opportunity came up for my husband to get a job here, we just took it straight away. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm particularly shy, but I think because I've only been on YouTube for less than 6 months, it's just going to take me a bit longer to feel comfortable, you know, speaking in front of a camera, you know. I probably will appear more in my videos as time goes on, but at the moment with editing, for example, I just know I'd hate seeing myself in video, and it would just take me twice as long to edit because I would constantly be re-recording things, cutting things out, so it makes life easier to not have to do that. But I have shown my face in pictures in a few Drunk Sundays videos, because, you know, I know with channels that don't show the person speaking, it can be a bit frustrating because there's a curiosity to put a voice to a face. So here you go. These were taken just before we moved to the US, so chuck a couple of pounds on there, and that's me. I have a lot of questions. Oh, good. How old are you? Why don't you do videos with your face? And what's your favourite colour? So the first two questions I think I've answered already, but my favourite colour is like a pastel pink, and I'm currently at the young baby age of 28. How old are you? Where are you from? You sound like you're from the south. I am from the south, in Reading, famous for our festivals, and I may have mentioned before that I am at a mere young infant age of 28. Have you done or considered voice acting or doing freelance narration? Are you thinking of trying a Kinky Whims mod? And what other crazy mods do you wish existed? I haven't done voice acting before, surprisingly, not had any offers, but if you're in need of a voice actor with a pompous twang, feel free to get in touch. And I did not know Kinky Whims existed, just as I thought I'd seen it all. Possibly, I'll need to look into that one. Mods I wish existed? I'm not going to answer this one because I'm making a video all about my future mods, like if I could make mods, if I had that ability, so I don't want to give too much away, so you'll just have to, you know, stay tuned, wait for that one. And the final question, you said you'd love to see Japan. Do you consider yourself a weeb, i.e. someone who's super into Japanese culture? If so, do you remember the reason? Yeah, definitely. I'm massively into Japanese culture. It mainly started when I was a teenager. I quite liked anime. I also spent 5 years working for a Japanese company. I also sometimes go to Japanese conventions. So, yeah, I'm kind of into it. But that's all the questions, that's all we've got. But I really appreciate you submitting them, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do have any other questions, then of course you don't have to wait for another, you know, Q&A video, just ask. But I just wanted something to celebrate 5k, because that's a very nice milestone to hit. So thank you very much for getting this channel to over 5k. It's amazing, blown my mind how this is even happening, but yeah, I appreciate it. And thanks, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.